What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm out here with my main man Mojo. He just saved the day yet once again, and I was just fixing to get on to him, so I'm gonna show you guys something. So I was out here in the yard. I was in the backyard, and Mojo gets really hot easy, if you can't tell from his fur, even after his haircuts. And he likes to come around the house and dig holes. Look at this. Right next to the AC unit, he started digging holes. Bear with me on my screen. I think it's a little foggy because I just came out of the air conditioning. It's pretty hot. But anyways, he was digging the holes. I come around the corner of the house, heard all this commotion, and what it was is Mojo chasing off a hawk. The ducks were right here in the yard. I think one was laying an egg over here in the blackberry nest. Let me show you guys. They were over here, I don't know. Yep, there's an egg right there. I'll get this and stick it in my pocket. Oh, duck egg. So one of the ducks was there laying an egg. Well, the other three was right here just kind of foraging. They're chasing June bugs right now. But anyways, as soon as they were coming around that corner, I heard this commotion and I seen a hawk try to fly off, and it just tried to land on one of those ducks, and Mojo was right there laying in that mud hole, and he seen it and heard it, got up and he ran and chased after the hawk, and then the ducks were fine. I don't know where they're at now, but anyways, just another cool story from Mojo. What are you doing, Henry? Come on. I want to show you guys something. What are you doing, little Henry and Penelope? You guys haven't had a bottle in a week now. Don't start acting like that today. So I'm coming out here to show you guys. I want to share with you something that Yoneg. Look at these two. Hey, stop. I'm coming out here today to share with you a cool story on the diet of these emus, something that is in season right now, and they have been taken advantage of. So I've been noticing Yoneg and Yoshi has been over here at a wild cherry tree, and they are in season now. Whatever the wild birds don't eat, whenever the wild cherries ripen, they'll fall to the ground. A little wind or a storm comes through, there'll be a lot of them on the ground. But anyways, the emus have been over here quite often here recently, and there's more to this story, so stay tuned. I'm gonna walk over here and show you guys what this cherry tree looks like. Now, these wild cherry trees are a favorite to a lot of the wild birds. A lot of the songbirds really like it. A lot of times the mockingbirds will nest close to these because they really like it too. But what these emus are doing is they're coming around this tree and they are just waiting for all this fruit to drop. And this is a big wild cherry tree. And let me see if I can zoom in on some of the fruit here. You guys see all those little berries? I can zoom in if I can get it to focus. There we go, kinda. So those little red and black berries are the wild cherries. Now the darker colored ones are, of course, the ripe ones. Let me get a little closer here. I'll show you guys. Get one in my hand. They are very small. So these are a very small berry, but they add up, and it gives the birds a lot of extra nutrients. Now, you might be asking, what do they taste like? Look, here they come, coming to look. Come here and I'll help you guys out. I know you guys are tall. Look, look what I got. I picked one for you. Wait, don't pick me. Hey, that's my finger. Okay, never mind. I'm done helping you guys. You guys wanted to be like that, then you can do it yourself. What I was gonna do is, let's see if I can do this. Here you go. No, you still can't reach none, huh? Okay. Okay, here's something else I'm gonna do. Oh, here comes the goats. There you go, now it's raining. Look at this. There you go. So the goats like it, the chickens like it, everybody loves these berries. But with the wild cherry tree comes a danger. You guys, if you have followed the channel for very long, I actually did a video over one of these wild cherry trees before. And I'm fixing to talk about that. But let's see. Did you get any, Yoshi? Come on. Let's see. Let's see here. There you guys go. There's some more. Alright. Okay. Well, I didn't expect the whole crew to come running, but of course they did. So, wild cherry trees, although they are a huge benefit to wildlife and our animals out here, you can see they're all foraging the berries. The chickens, the geese, chickens ain't out here right now, but they hang out around this tree a lot. But right now it's been the emus more than anybody. And with good comes a bad on the wild cherry trees, because if you guys did not know, whenever, okay, let me back up. Cherry pits, the big ones, these wild ones, the little small ones, they have what is called cyanide in the pit or the seed of the cherry. Now, most animals that consume the fruit, it just passes right through their digestive system. Therefore, you know, it doesn't cause them any harm. Now, if you were to grind up that seed and dry it out, that is where it would be a problem. But the problem that we are talking about are in the leaves. So it's fixing to storm here, so it might be getting a little dark on me. So the problem you have when you have a goat farm, and we learned this the hard way if you guys haven't been following us very long. Of course, I'm getting followed by the noisiest ones on the farm, the geese. Whenever a storm comes through and knocks the limbs out of the wild cherry trees, if the goats eat the leaves right away as they're green, no problem. If that limb lays on the ground for a week or so and the leaves turn brown, that contains high levels of cyanide. And back when we first got into raising goats, we bought this property, 20 acres here, and it was all wooded, just like you see there. I mean, there was just tons of trees. We didn't have much pasture. We started putting up a little fence and letting the goats help us clear the way a little bit to make pasture. Well, one day it stormed real bad, and the next day we come outside and we had several goats that were dead. Actually, let me take that back. One day it stormed really bad, and then you know, we had trees and limbs and stuff down all over the place, and we didn't get right on it and start picking stuff up right away. Well, about a week later, we came out one morning to do our feeding and checking on our animals, and we had a bunch of I want to say like 6 or 7 dead goats just laying around, and we had no idea what the cause was. So we called the local vet, and they didn't have any idea. They didn't know. And so they said, well, they look healthy, because we took one in, and they said they look healthy, don't see any problems. We can send it in for a test result to determine the cause of death. And sure enough, whenever they got the report back, it was cyanide from the leaves of the wild cherry tree. And here, these wild cherry trees, they are pretty abundant here in the foothills of the Ozarks. They like growing around these hollers and ridges, and they do very well here. So there's quite a bit of them, and you can see how many seeds get spread just by one tree that size right there. It's got thousands of fruit on it, so you can imagine all the wild birds coming, wildlife, domesticated animals, eating them, and then going around doing their deal and spreading the seeds, you might say, to put it in a nice way. And then nature just takes its course, more trees grow. So it's something that you have to be very leery of. Now, I know some people's gonna say, why don't you cut down all of the wild cherry trees in your goat pastures? We could do that and never have to worry about it. There's actually another big cherry tree right over there on the fence line, but that one there is the one that they really like, and it produces a lot of fruit. And we also have a little cluster of those wild cherry trees right by our shop, and that's mostly for the chickens and the birds, because the goats don't get access into our yard. But anyways, we don't cut it down because you guys see it just adds an extra source of nutrition to all of our livestock's diet, and they don't taste too bad. I actually have eaten some before too. They're actually pretty good. I hear Henry coming. I'm gonna get out of here before he starts jumping on me again. But anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you guys live around anywhere that has the wild cherry trees around your pasture or around your livestock, it don't just count towards goats. Anything that consumes vegetation like the leaves, the dead leaves that's been there for a while and they're brown, they're going to hold cyanide in any animal. If it's the geese, if it's cows, sheep, anything that consumes it, it can kill them. I've seen it happen. So Henry, what do you think you're doing, buddy? I don't have a bottle. It's been over a week now. You're not a bottle baby no more. So I tried to help you guys out. I didn't know that everybody on the farm was going to come, but hopefully you got a pocket full of snacks to keep with you. Huh? Did you get a pocket full of snacks? What about you, Yosh? Did you get some? So I noticed, I started noticing the seeds in their droppings. So this might be a little gross, but we've had some questions before. What does MU droppings look like? Well, it looks like giant chicken droppings most of the time. Sometimes it can just be liquid. But anyways, I noticed a bunch of these wild cherry seeds in their droppings, and that's why I was like, I'm gonna go look at that tree, because I guarantee you that thing is producing fruit and it's starting to rain. But sure enough, it was. I wanted to just make a short little video today. It's probably gonna be storming the rest of the day, so I probably won't be able to later. But Mojo is a hero again. Them ducks better watch out. I'm pretty sure the hawk came after one of the young ducks, and like I said, they are just sitting targets for these hawks because there's not a lot they can do against the hawk. But they were lucky Mojo was sitting right there when that happened, and the other duck, I'm guessing it scared it so bad it just popped an egg out. I'm just kidding. It's been laying eggs right over here in the blackberry bed for a while now, and usually the other one does too. It's like they take turns. They haven't been laying every day, but one of them has pretty much been laying every day. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and let me know, do you guys have wild cherry trees on your property, and where do you live? I haven't talked to anyone else about this. No other farmers or anything from any other states, but I'd like to know, do you guys have any of these wild cherry trees on your property? Have you ever had a problem with them? And some people even harvest the wild cherries and they make jellies and jams and stuff like that out of them. You can cook with them, put them in breads and all that. Now, it's a lot of process. I'm sure you gotta have some kind of tool or something to get the seed out of the fruit, but they do taste pretty good. They taste like little miniature cherries. So love you guys. Leave a comment, like this video, and we'll see you next time.